How everybody doing? Y'all enjoy y'all weekend? Looking forward to next weekend? Okay. I like you said, my name Ronald C. Lee Jr. I'm 27 years old. I'm a motivational speaker, an entrepreneur, a mentor, and a business consultant. So I pretty much go around from different high schools, colleges, community centers, jails, churches, prisons, pretty much anywhere they'll listen to me talk, and I speak and I help and I add value to young lives. So I put together a presentation that I wanted to do for you guys, and it's called Believing and Achieving. Now, a lot of times it's certain things that we just don't do in life because we just don't know that it's possible to do. We don't really believe that we can do it. Sometimes we've never seen it be done. Sometimes we've never seen anybody do it before, or we just don't even know some things are possible. But I want to help us today break some of those mental barriers that we do have. So the first thing I want to touch on is breaking the curse. Now, a lot of us have generational curses that's been passed down through our family from generation to generation to generation. For example, it may not be men in your family. The men may leave, or nobody ever graduated from college. You poor. You come up in the hood or the slums. These are things that you was raised around, that you grew up around. Your family lazy. Like depression, anxiety, all these different things that's passed down to us. So what do we do with them? A lot of times, a lot of us pick up on these negative behaviors, these negative thought patterns, and we take them and we make them ourselves, and we just say things like, that's just how it is, or that's just how it's going to be, or this how I always been, or this what I always saw, or nobody in my family does this, or nobody in my family was able to do that. But I say today, and I want to make everybody here understand that you can take control of it and you can break those generational curses. So for example, for me, I don't come from a family of business owners and entrepreneurs, college graduates, wealth. That's not where I come from. That's not where I was raised at. I was raised in a very poor environment. I had both of my parents, but it was very dysfunctional. So my parents never could get along. All they did was fight. Bills wouldn't get paid, so our lights would get turned off, or our gas get turned off, or we getting evicted, or we got to move. Like those are all the things that I had to grow up around. We had roaches, we had mice. I slept in beds with bed bugs. Like these are the things that I had to grow up in. Now, I didn't have control over any of those things. But when I was old enough and when I became an adult, that's when I was able to take control of all those things and provide a better life. So right there is my daughter and it's my wife. So my daughter never have to go through those things that I went through because I'm breaking that curse. She don't have to grow up in the same community, in the same environment, in the same situation that I grew up in. I want to give her something better. So I have to work diligently every day to break that curse. To break that curse of not having, or being down, being bad. Like I wanted to do something different. Neither one of my parents went to college. Nobody that I know in my immediate family really went to college or graduated. I had an auntie that graduated from college. She was the black sheep of the family. Nobody had their own business. Any of those things. So I had to break that curse and learn how to do them on my own. But for you, that first step is finding your purpose. So how many people in here do not know what your purpose is? So that means everybody know what their purpose is. You don't know? Now it's good and you brave. I appreciate that. If you don't know your purpose, and a lot of us don't, you might not want to raise your hand, you might not want to say, but if you don't know your purpose, it's perfectly fine, it's okay. You in high school. You know, so I know a lot of us have adult problems and adult situations and adult issues, but nonetheless, you're still a young teenager. So if you don't know your purpose, if you don't know what you want to be in life, you don't know what direction you want to go in, you don't know those things, it's perfectly fine, it's okay. But you have to admit that first. So that's why I said I really respect you for being brave, because the first step that you got to do is you got to admit it. Like, man, you know what? I don't know my purpose. I really don't know why I'm living. I really don't know why I'm here. I really don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. And when you can admit that first, then you can begin to start searching for it and looking for it. But if you never admit that you don't know, you're not going to start searching and you're not going to start looking. So finding your purpose is the first step to achieving success on any level. Find out who you are as an individual. Search deep into yourself and reflect on what has made you happy in life. Find you so that you can begin to define your goals and start working towards them. So the first step in reaching success on any level is finding out who you are as a person, as an individual. So if you go on through life not knowing, I know people that's 40, 50, 60 years old, still don't know their purpose in life. They just going through a routine. They wake up, go to work, come home, watch some TV shows, and complain about the bills. And they do it, it become that. Might take a vacation every now and then, go out to eat, but for the most part, people just are living and moving. So when I was your age, when I was 16, 17, 14, 15 in high school, I didn't know my purpose and I did a lot of searching. So I tried the gang banging thing. I tried the selling drugs. I tried to be a player. I tried to take the easy route and not do no homework and not go to class and misbehave and be the class clown and be the funny man. I tried to do all those things. But really deep down inside, I was trying to find myself and trying to find out who I was. But by me never admitting that I didn't know who I was, by me thinking I always knew me, like, oh, I'm real, I'm solid, I'm 100, I'm me, this me, I never began to fix none of those problems or issues.